Okay, I think I'm going to do this video, safety driving tips. Okay, now I've been driving since I'm 16 years old. I was taught to drive by a race car driver. I've driven cars, motorcycles, semis. Okay, so what have I learned over the years? Well, the race car driver taught me that you brake on the straightaways before you go into a turn. Okay, you don't brake in the turn. Okay, we brake in the straightaways before you get to the turn. If you have to brake in the turn, okay, you brake in the turn lightly, but you try to brake before the turn. You speed up a bit in the turn rather than braking in the turn. Okay, that's number one. When you're doing the freeway driving, you don't look at the car that's right in front of you. You look way ahead, and when you see red lights way up ahead, you know that they're going to be slowing down. That's when you already start braking. You don't wait till the car in front of you slams on his brakes. You watch the distance. The time you really want to look out for animals on the road is sunrise and sunset, because that's the time usually they're moving and they're foraging for food. Okay? So really, really have your eyes open for animals during those times. Okay? When you get ready to and you're slowing down, pump your brakes or put on your hazard lights when you've got people behind you to give them a heads up to start slowing down so you don't get rear-ended. Okay? What else? Watch your road conditions. Is it slick? Is it, if you're driving on a road, okay, and it's been dry and now it's lightly drizzling and it's getting ready to rain, that's when the roads are going to get slick because of the oil that's on the roadway. So then you want to be really cautious. If you've got heavy conditions of rain, snow, again, slow down a little bit, because you want to take the road conditions into consideration when you're driving. So those are some of the things, that I want to say about safe driving skills, things to watch out for. Don't follow real close right behind a semi. Give them some space. Keep your eye on them. If you have a semi that's really tailgating you, watch it. Again, a semi takes a lot further to stop than does a car. And if you get some guy that doesn't know what they're doing in a semi and he slams on the brakes, that semi trailer can come up and jackknife. Okay? And so cause a lot of trouble. So be aware of what they're doing. You know, some of these guys are driving long hours. They may be sleepy. They may, you know, so just be aware of what they're doing, the semis as well. I've seen some of them that don't know what they're doing. A trick I learned from an old time trucker when I was driving semis, that you go down a major hill in the gear that you crested the hill with. But you get some of these hot shot jockeys that want to downshift. You miss a shift and you're going to be in trouble. When you're going down the hill and you've got air brakes, you keep your foot on that brake pedal. You get air in it, and that's what causes the air brakes to heat up and go on fire. So if you're driving a vehicle that's got air brakes on it, semis, and you're going down these big hills, you don't want to be pumping. When I see them pumping their brakes, I just cringe, because I know those brakes are going to heat up. And sure enough, you'll smell them. You'll smell these burning brakes on these semis, and it's because they're getting air in these brakes, and it heats up, and that's what causes them to catch on fire sometimes. Yeah. So you go down the hill in the same gear that you crested the hill with. You keep your foot lightly on the brake, and they're not pumping them going down a big steep hill in a semi, if you want to keep your brakes intact. Oh my goodness. So here we are. Yeah. By the ocean. Got the ocean over there. Yeah, there's just no phone service a lot of times out here by this area. Now, I love 101. The drive is really pretty. You go over here by the ocean side, but what you lose is communication times. A lot of times there's no signals way out here by this part of Oregon. We'll see if it's gotten better. Hopefully it has, but I'll find out. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here, and hopefully this has helped somebody with their driving skills. Just some FYIs, things that I have found and I know from driving for many years. Oh my goodness. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.